Hey, what's up everybody? I know it's been probably a few days since I did a video. Um, but a lot of people have been talking about Sheamus lately in the WWE. And the fact that even though a lot of fans have been asking for a change, a changing of the guard, a changing of the championship. Well, WWE fans, universe if you will, finally got what they wanted. We finally got a new champion, someone different. But now everybody's complaining. Most fans, if not some fans of the WWE Universe, are complaining at the fact that Sheamus hasn't paid his dues. I mean, basically, I believe what WWE fans in the universe itself were asking for was not just change in the champion, but change in a main event. It's like to them, the WWE Universe probably wouldn't have minded John Cena retaining as long as he faced someone different. That's what the WWE Universe has been wanting. They just want it to go back to maybe like the old days, if you will. Days to where every month, at every pay-per-view, there was a different challenger. Like say in December, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, you had Sheamus. Next month, they probably want someone like Jack Swagger to face Cena. The following month, someone like Kofi Kingston. Then WrestleMania, someone like, say, I don't know, a Drew McIntyre maybe, or an MVP. That's what fans want. They won't mind if someone like Cena retains as long as he, puts over the young guys by allowing them to have a good showing against him. And the same can be said with The Undertaker. Undertaker go on and face guys like Drew McIntyre, maybe Vance Archer from ECW, who else? D.H. Smith or Tyson Kidd from those kind of young people. Even though Undertaker would retain the world title, at least give him an opportunity to have a good showing, have a good fight against you, and thus prove that they belong on the same elite level as the champion, as the current champion, which is right now The Undertaker. Basically, what I'm saying is, I believe that's what WWE wanted. WWE fans, I should say, the WWE Universe, they wanted that. That's the change they wanted. And they got that change, but they got more than just that change. They got a new champion. But you know what? It's kind of ironic that it's going to be about 2 to 3 weeks since Sheamus has been champion, and his first title defense is on the last Raw of 2009, and is against John Cena. You know why? It's because if WWE doesn't want to alienate any more fans, and if they want to send them home happy, end the new year on a happy note, then next week on the final Raw of 2009, they're going to let John Cena walk out with the WWE Championship. Now, they can continue the shock value by having Sheamus somehow get himself disqualified, maybe retain the title in some way, disqualification account. Maybe they could do that. But no one really knows. See, it's totally up in the air right now with WWE. But it's kind of ironic, don't you think, that the last Monday, the last Raw of 2009 is going to be headlined by a WWE Championship rematch from TLC. Like I said, the only reason this is happening is either WWE is going to continue the shock value by proving that Sheamus didn't fluke his way out into a championship, or they're going to send all the WWE Universe and fans home happy, end the year on a happy note for all the WWE Universe and fans, by having John Cena regain the WWE title. Because the way WWE Universe has been talking about, they've been talking about the fact that they'd rather have Cena as champion than someone that hasn't really paid his dues. Yes, I do agree, Sheamus is good on the mic. Yes, he's good in the ring. But the truth is, he hasn't really paid his dues. And even though he's good on the mic, and even though he's good in the ring, let's be quite honest, he hasn't really made a huge impact. And he really hasn't shown real personality. He really I mean, he's gotten over with the fans by getting a lot of heat from them, but he hasn't really gotten over personality-wise. You see, you think at least someone like Sheamus would have, yeah, his majority of heat and majority of boos, but he also has probably a small percentage of people cheering for him. You think that, but no, it's the entire WWE universe booing the hell out of him. I mean, it's almost like, and I hate to just, kind of compare it to this, it's almost like JBL deja vu. Remember when JBL was champion from 2004, from the summer of 2004 to the spring of 2005, when he finally lost the title to John Cena? Fans were craving a change then. And despite how you feel about Cena, they were happy that he was champion because at least he has he shows he has the personality, the charisma. He gets over with the fans despite if they're booing him out of the building, they're cheering his name to the heavens. At least they know that he has the it factor. Sheamus in a way has it, but not yet. What he needs to do is get that one last bit of it, if you will, in his it factor, and he'll be totally over, and nobody will complain. And besides, I believe if WWE plans on putting John Cena as champion again, this is the way I look at it. The reason they're doing this is to put Sheamus in the Royal Rumble match. That's right. They want to put Sheamus in the Royal Rumble match. That's the only reason they'll do this. Now, like I said, if Sheamus retains, it would be a surprise. But anyway, to get back to what I'm saying, to kind of conclude what I'm saying, we can never really predict what WWE is going to do. And I do agree, Sheamus hasn't really paid his dues yet. But like somebody said here on YouTube, what about Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar debuted the day after WrestleMania in 2002. And what happened at SummerSlam of that year? He beat The Rock and became WWE Champion. No one was complaining then. You know why? You know why? Because he worked his way up. That's right. See, Brock Lesnar had the it factor right from the get-go. And he worked his way up by going up against, at the time, mid-carders like Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, who were mid-carders at the time, and a few others. He did that. He had that it factor. He beat the top guy. He beat the top mid-carders like the Hardys and Rob Van Dam at the time. He beat them to prove he had that it factor. And that's what got him that title shot, and that's what got him that title run. But anyway, what I'm trying to say, but in comparing him to Sheamus, a lot of fans are saying that Sheamus hasn't done that. All he's done on Raw so far is end Jamie Noble's career, attack a cameraman, attack a Jerry the King Lawler, beat Finlay, and then win a Battle Royal, and then put John Cena through a table. Big whoop, huh? That's all he's ever done. He hasn't really made no impact. Sure, he beat Santino. Big whoop. He put Mark Cuban through a table. Big whoop. That's what a lot of people are saying. He hasn't really made no impact. That's true. It may not seem like it, but that's how WWE works sometimes. So I guess we're going to have to find out this Monday whether they're going to let him stay champion or they're going to listen to the universe and put the title back on Cena. Guess we're going to have to wait and see. But that's all I have to say on the situation. You got any comments? Drop them here at the comment box, and I'll talk to you later.